A long, long time ago, in a land far away, ROS was born. You see, ROS stands for Renegade Outdoor Survival. Claims there's some sort of strange man that leaps in shark-infested lakes and rivers, swims with piranha, and then eats them in front of a crackling fire on a seashore. Heck, even one time I seen him at the beach. He was feeding seagulls right in front of a sign that said, "Don't feed the seagulls." He thinks it's funny. In fact, he laughs and jokes with his friends. Sometimes he's inside caves, remote caves, looking for lost treasures or diamonds or jewelry. You see, he'll be looking for a long time because, you see, Jeff has never saved a penny for his retirement. He claims that, why save for retirement when I can save for adventure? So around every turn, Jeff is looking for adventure. Driving around the United States, sleeping on the cliffs of Normandy, trespassing on private property, doing donuts in his four-wheeler. And then at the end of the day, finding a remote campsite and camping all alone. So sit back, relax, put on your camping gear, because I, Sir Jeff, am going to take you through a trip through this atmosphere on Renegade Outdoor Survival.
Hello?
Hey, is this Tim?
Yeah, how you doing, Jeff?
Hey, how's it going, Tim? What are you up to today?
Well, I was thinking about going down to Everett Ryan Airport and flying the plane to French Valley.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Do you need any company? Do you mind if I cruise along?
Sure, come along.
Okay, great. That sounds like a great idea. When should I meet up with you?
How about in a couple hours?
Okay, sounds good. Just text me your address and I'll see you in a few hours.
Cool, sounds good.
All right, talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, bye. Bye.
And so as Jeff makes it back down that long and lonesome highway, he thinks an awful lot about what he's got to do here in California now that he's here. He needs to find a job. Who's that? Hold up, there looks like a phone call from your mother, Jeff? Here, let me patch her through. I'll patch her through.
This is your mother, Jeff. Wait, is this the TV show, The Renegade Show?
Yes, it is.
My son Jeffrey's on? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, me and your father, we looked inside the elixir cabinet, and all my elixirs are missing, okay? You can't get out there and have a fun time with you and your friend and be flying up and there with them elixirs up in you, so you better come home, okay? So it's about respect to this family. You showing no respect to me and your father, okay? And we're calling the police on you, Jeffrey. We're going to call the police on you and your friend Tim if you don't get back home right now and start doing some dishes. You left the screen door open, and there's all type of stuff here that needs to be done. So you come back home.
All right, well, look who's here. We're with Tim today, and guess we're going flying, right, Tim?
Let's go flying. It's a little hot, but maybe we can get up and get into some altitude and it'll cool down.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Come along, everyone. Let's have some fun. Okay, so basically we're at the French Valley Airport. Tim's going to go ahead and take us up flying, but before we get up there, he's got to check the plane over, right, Tim?
Yeah, we call it pre-flight. You just look over all the control surfaces and the tires and make sure there's air pressure. Oil, check the oil always. Check the gas. Even you look into the tanks because, you know, the gas gauges may not be working right. And, you know, just safety stuff like that. And it's, you know, make sure we have a nice, safe flight.
Yeah, I remember this time getting in the plane, I remember to get in on the spar. I kind of forgot what that meant last time, but now I know. And here I am, I'm having trouble even getting the seatbelt on. I just can't seem to get that, but... well, we'll say hi to him anyways.
Hi, Paul. My name's Paul, and this is between y'all.
That's kind of funny. So tell us who's Paul?
Well, my friend Paul Vigil, he's a musician, and we were going to fly over his house, but we didn't have time. But next time, Paul, we'll fly over. But he's a good guy, local musician.
Yeah, that would have been fun. So I guess we're taking off now, which is my favorite part.
Taking off runway 18, which is actually a compass heading. If you add a 0 to the 18, it's 180, which is a compass heading of south. So we're heading south right now.
So what actually do you say when we're lifting off?
Well, we would be on the leg called the upwind leg, so we would say French Charlie traffic, Grumman 29 Romeo Alpha, departing runway 18. Basically what all you need to say there.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So tell us, Tim, how did you get involved with even flying? I mean, is this just a childhood dream, or this came to you later in life? Or?
Well, there was one day I woke up and I just said I need to be flying. It was just that fast, and by that afternoon I was flying. And
wow.
I looked it up in the yellow pages, no internet then, and I actually found the cheapest one, which was one in El Monte. I looked through all over LA, and I was flying that day.
Wow!
Can you believe that?
What I noticed is the freedom you get when you're up so high, when you're up this high. The freedom that you feel, where you're out doing your own thing. I mean, it's like the world is all yours.
Oh, it's just ultimate freedom, and then you're in control. You're controlling the plane, and the view, and all that combined. It's just an incredible feeling of freedom.
Well, what other calls do you do, like when you're up in the air and you make other calls when you're turning?
Well, if you're on the downwind leg, let's say, which is parallel to the runway heading the opposite direction, you would just basically say, French Charlie traffic, this is Grumman 29 Romeo Alpha, downwind, and then you tell them what you're doing, departing to the north, or you might say left traffic for 18, which just means you're going to land. You know, you're in the pattern to land, and then it's just a courtesy call, let people know where you are, because it's uncontrolled airspace.
Well, what would you say to anyone starting to fly? I mean, what would be your words of wisdom for them?
Make sure you have the budget to see it all the way through, because if you do it partly through, it'll get real expensive, and then it's like $7 grand. It'll take you about 5 months.
Well, that about wraps this episode up here at Renegade Outdoor Survival. Remember, videos like this wouldn't be made possible if it wasn't for lovely viewers like you guys. So if you get a chance, please like, subscribe, show some support to the show. Thank you, Tim, for taking us flying, and subscribe now to Renegade Outdoor Survival.